Students, now we are moving to the next topic, that is water pollution and purification. So students, we know that water is the most important thing that we need in our daily life, isn't it? But nowadays water is polluted during waste materials, waste from the factories, and such some materials when we throw into the water. So this is make water impure. So we need to what? So we need to clear and we need to purify this water for using. Okay, so we need clean water for our day-to-day activities. However, water become impure when unwanted substances such as mud, waste materials from home, and also from factories mix with water. This is called water pollution. Okay, so this impure water make us ill, isn't it? It is very bad thing to us. So we need to purify the given water for us. That is, for purifying this water, there are certain methods we have. That is boiling, sedimentation and desandation, filtration and chlorination. Boiling is very easy to understand. That means we just need to heat the water that given. Tilappichariya vellam. That is very important in our daily life. That is, boiling is the safest method of water purification. It kills germs that cause disease. Boiling is the safest method. It kills the germs that present in the water. We know that. And also the next one is sedimentation and desandation. We know that some impurities does not dissolve in water. It is because of it is heavy or it is large particles, so it will never dissolve in water. Such particles are removed from the water by the process is called sedimentation and desandation. So sedimentation and desandation are processes in which impurities that do not dissolve in water are separated. So water with the impurities is left undisturbed for some times. The insoluble impurities are called sediment. Settle at the bottom and clean water collects at the top. Which means we need to does not disturb the water for some times. The sediment, which means the waste, that the impurities, this undissolved waste comes to the bottom of the water and the upper side become clean. So we can collect the clean water from the top. That is, from the top, the clean water is slowly poured into another container. This is sedimentation and desandation. Okay. Now third one is filtration. It is very simple. By using a filter paper, we can filter clean water from the impure water. That is, filtration is the process in which impurities are separated using filter paper. The impurities settle on the filter paper and clean water collects below. So we can fix a filter paper on the top of the one container and we can pour impure water to other container through this filter paper. Filter paper, what happens? Filter paper filter the waste or impurities present in the water. So this is called filtration. And finally we have another method that is called chlorination. That is, we need to use some chemicals for clean the water. In our well, in our tank, we are using chemicals such as chlorine. And it becomes clean. That is called chlorination. Okay. So this is water pollution and purification. Okay students. So my dear students, water is very important thing in our daily life. So don't waste water. So we need to handle the water very carefully. So water must be stored and handled properly. Vessels containing water must be clean and covered properly. The vessel used to take out water also must be clean. So we have to take the water and handle the water very properly, and we have to take the water in the vessels. The vessels must be clean and it must be pure. Okay, so we must not waste the water. That's already I have said. That is, we don't waste the water. We need to save the water. So you have to save the water for us and for the future. Okay, so please don't waste the water. To avoid water wastage, we must follow certain rules. There are some rules. First one is taps must be closed when not in use. So if we are using a tap, if there is no use for us, just close the tap. Second one, leaking taps must be repaired immediately. So in our home, in our school, when we are everywhere, so just look, if the water taps are in leak, we need to repair it immediately. So if you have noticed such kind of incidents, you need to report the authorities there. Okay, students. Now, water used for washing fruits and vegetables can be used to water plants. Water used for washing and vegetables can be used to water plants. So if we clean the vegetables or fruits, it's to be used in water plants. Okay. So my dear students, water is the most important thing in our life. So we need to conserve it, we need to store it, we need to save it. Okay. So very careful about these things. Students, you need to read this chapter. So today we have exam for the first chapter in this semester, safety, isn't it? So safety and first aid. So everyone study